Hello, superstars. Welcome back to this messy awakening. I am your host, Annette Bigles, and this is Champy, short for champagne. Say hello.
Hello.
Today I had such, if you guys aren't part of the Light and Love, you really should join. Though I think most everybody here is already a member of, or at least the Divine Collective. There's this free space and there are paid spaces, but Courtney and Zero just blow my mind every day. And Vin and everybody, Jeff, everybody, and Lee and everybody. It's a whole team, but it's a space for like-minded individuals. That's safe. Anyways, whatever, it's out there. Tonight, I was part of this amazing meditation group, and at the end I received a message from somebody who just said, Annette, thank you for blank blank blank. It was just a really nice compliment, short and sweet, and just I appreciate you. And I gotta tell you guys, if you feel inspired to send a message, don't hold yourself back because of what the person will think or whatever, so long as you're not trying to manipulate the way that they feel, right? If it comes from a place of genuine inspiration, like, wouldn't I really appreciate this person? This person makes a difference in my life, and I want to reach out and like send that. Do it. Because receiving that message to me, I mean, it blew my mind. She said something like, I'm appreciative of the questions that you asked, or whatever it was. I'm not going to read it out loud right now, and I'm not good at like memorizing word by word, but I got to tell you that it changed my world. It made my day. It made my moment, to be seen and appreciated by somebody. I don't know about you guys, but for me, many compliments, I just ignore them. If it's just something like superficial, or just in general in this life, the way that I grew up, I wasn't sure what compliments to take in and accept as truth and which ones were just a means and ends to something else. And it's been really challenging for me to excuse me, I'm sorry, source, are we not supposed to be talking about the past or the challenges that we probably all understand of how much to trust and actually allow in, how much is genuine, how much isn't? But this message was definitely genuine, and this amazing light and love community is authentic and genuine. And so receiving that message out of the blue, completely unexpected, had zero idea that anything that I asked, actually I was a little like timid in the questions. I was like, oh my God, I'm being, I was judging myself with what I was asking. And then I get this wonderful reply, thank you so much for asking the questions that you did. And that, it really, my heart grew 3 sizes that much more, because not only was I being challenging, look, December 11th, 11:33. It was just challenging for me to put those questions out, as it is just to be in a public space to ask questions that everybody could see, and that were recognized and answered. I think I asked 2 questions. One, I think maybe everybody could appreciate because it did bring up a conversation. The second one was somewhere where I showed some doubt in this that I'm doing or something. Maybe that it was a simple yes answer, but that seems to it's when you're part of a collective, right? You're part of a collective consciousness. So every question is valuable. It doesn't matter how off it is. It doesn't matter if you're trying to be a clown in that moment. Everything, the energy and the frequency with which you ask something, especially, if it has a little vulnerability in it and everything, in a space where our hearts are being touched, right? Other people will resonate with it in that same collective. At the very least, you're going to be a mirror to somebody else, a trigger, But it came from a very authentic place, and I was a little shy about it because it's a vulnerability. You know, I don't want these people to think, oh my God, here comes Lynette asking another question, or, you know, she's so off kilter. Who knows? I've received a lot of these comments in my life because I'm different. We're different. That's just what it is. So it's natural for us to be timid around certain spaces. And for me to receive that little private message that somebody was touched enough to send their love towards me and believe that I would receive it. Like, I mean, I received it, and it made, I mean, here we are talking about it. It's this ripple effect of love that has now triplified, magnified into this amazing conversation, and all the other thoughts and conversations that I've had since then, by receiving this one short, sweet, beautiful, and so like such a powerful message in its simplicity, to be appreciated. If you have an idea to send somebody a message, but you're afraid, just go with that first initial inspiration. Go with that first initial inspiration, because that's your heart talking. Everything else that gets in the way of that, no, but they're going to think this, they're going to think that, blah, blah, blah. And who's they? Who knows? But, you know, anything that holds you back after that initial excitement of the idea is just the ego mind trying to protect you. For whatever reason, it was sent enough, thank God. So if you find yourself with an inspiration, with your heart saying, man, I really appreciated this, I thought really nicely of this, let me share this with them. Share it. That's source. That's love. That is beauty. And that vulnerability is what is most valued, most appreciated. Because nobody had to send me this. She didn't have to send me this. She did it because she was inspired to. And thank God, because it touched my heart. My heart grew 3 sizes to receive that. In a moment where I could have been just like beating myself up, rejecting myself, because it's not they, them, whoever is doing the fear that we have, it's us. We're afraid of our own rejection. We're afraid to find the validation of that rejection from somebody else, especially those that we look up to. And we want so much to see us in our light. You guys, if you feel inspired, do it. If it comes from a place of love, do it. Give yourself that opportunity. Give somebody else that opportunity to feel a little piece of your love, because your love moves mountains. Your faith moves mountains. Your love moves mountains. We touch so many people that we're not even aware of. One of my questions was, am I a verbal channel? And it's like, the answer was simple. Yes, duh. You know, even though here in this platform, it hasn't come out so fluidly so many times, it's been perfect in every way that it's come out. Yet in my life, I've had so many moments of channeling in individual conversations and everything, that it doesn't surprise me that the answer was yes. And that's why I'm here trying to do this, because I have this calling that I've always wanted, that I've always had, that I've always, you know, it's part of me. Now it's just about letting my ego step aside long enough for me to continue doing these messages, you know, and be okay with it regardless of the outcome, because it's not about the outcome. It's about the fact that I'm doing it because I'm being called. And the more I do it, and the more I allow myself to put myself out there, the more comfortable I am with this platform. And truly, right now, I feel more like I'm speaking with friends than I am to putting something out there, you know, on YouTube that might get somewhere. Like, it's a totally different paradigm in my mind today than when I first started. Hold on, puppy love, come here. Ese bebé tan bello. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. We're getting along so well, and we're learning so much. I love you. And so it definitely becomes more comfortable being in the platform, and it doesn't, at least it's not, it seems to be less of a performance, because I mean these are these aspects of ourselves that we've created to get through life, right? And there has been a little bit of confusion as to where the authentic me is and where the performer me is. And you know, it's beyond words. It is a paradox, right? But at the same time, I feel the more comfortable I feel getting here in front of the camera and really talking to my friends, which is what's going on here, right? I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm not trying to be a teacher, though. There is a world of information, as I'm realizing, within me as source, because of source. And it's natural that I'll get to this place of just letting source. I mean, source is speaking through me right now, because I am source. We are all source. And also to be able to figure out a way, not figure it out, but allow it to happen in whatever way, shape, or form it's going to take, to put the ego mind aside and allow the heart to speak more, which is what's going on right now. And let source, infinite intelligence, also speak through me, because man, we have some amazing aha moments, conversations, and everything in different platforms, putting the ego mind aside enough to bring out a more coherent message, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Try to explain it because it is beyond words, and my mind's never going to know before I do it and before I get there. And it's all good. And it's all perfect, right? Woo! There you go. He swears he's an acrobat. Tan lindo. He's so cute. So yeah, you guys, if you have something sweet and kind to say to somebody, and you have that thought to do it, man, do it. Because you can change someone's world, change someone's paradigm. Give them, that in itself could be the bridge of them jumping into a new timeline. Everyone can be an angel for somebody else. You just don't know it. So you let your heart speak. You let your heart speak and get out of the way, which is kind of the same thing about channeling. You let your heart speak and let your ego get out of the way. Yeah. So thank you, beautiful person, for sending me that message. Thank you for anybody who's feeling love right now, just sharing this beautiful, wonderful moment with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you're doing to bring love and light into this world and into the hearts and minds of others. And thank you for co-creating with me this amazing experience of permission and validation and just creating bridges for other people to expand and realize that they're also beautiful stars in this world, worthy of all the abundance and all the dreams that they ever have, because we have our dreams for a reason. And collectively, when we put those dreams together, imagine what we could do. Imagine what we are doing. Well, it's all happening. So keep doing whatever you're doing. Spread your love. Let your freak flag fly everywhere. And celebrate you and celebrate others. And thank you, namaste, for celebrating here with me. I love you. God bless you. We're doing it. Yeah.